Welcome back to the Little Black Dress Project, getting back on track. For many of you guys just went through Thanksgiving, you just went through maybe a holiday mess, and some of you guys might have fallen off track, or simply the fact that we are in week 3, and sometimes we get really motivated in week 1, really motivated, starting to kind of fall off week 2, and then week 3, we might have found ourselves falling off track. And we wanted to, that's why we put in how to get back on track right now, because I have found in working with hundreds of clients, including understanding myself, week 3 is an ideal time for us to really understand getting back on track. It's a vulnerable time for a lot of people to start to lose motivation, and so we want to make sure that we prepare you as much as possible so you can utilize this at any time throughout the year that you have fallen off track or you feel yourself starting to slip. Be prepared for these 7 key tips to help you get back on track. Okay? All right. So the first tip is schedule in your ideal behaviors. So in week 1, we talked about your ideal vision for this program, and we broke it down into the 5 core lifestyle behaviors, and from that we talked about journey measures, and I even gave you a document to break it down even more to really build your blueprint and your foundation for this program. That's why it's so important that you guys feel confident with week 1 and 2. But scheduling in your ideal behaviors, so we talk about those journey measures, which are things like, your workout, maybe meal plan, different types of stress measures that you might take. Start scheduling those back into your calendar. So for a quick, easy example, I want to work out 3 days a week. So you write that in your calendar, okay? Some people might go to therapy. I go to therapy twice a month. That would be something stress relieving. I have a girls' night out. Those kinds of things, okay? Things that are going to help your mind, your body, and your spirit, right? So start scheduling those things back into your calendar so that it brings more awareness and that you're going to be more consistent with reaching those ideal behaviors that are going to help you reach your long-term goal. Okay, that's one way to schedule in your behaviors. The second way that you can schedule in your behaviors, because let's be real, not everything's going to fit on your calendar, is start associating it with a trigger. So we all hopefully brush our teeth twice a day, most of us. So if you know that you're going to brush your teeth twice a day, and you know that something you want to focus on is feeling more appreciative, or that is a prime time that you can look at yourself in the mirror and you can say things that you appreciate about your outer appearance, or that's time that you can look at yourself and talk about things that you appreciate about yourself, about your life, that you're grateful for. Just utilizing the time that you brush your teeth as 2 different times during the day that you can focus on gratitude and appreciation to focus on your stress management. Does that make sense? So you either schedule it into your calendar or you associate it with some sort of trigger. Another way you can do that is, I think it's kind of funny because my mom does this, is each time that she's in the car at certain times of the year, if she feels like, I'm not really getting a lot of workouts in or whatnot, she will focus on flexing her butt cheeks in the car on the way to work. She knows it's about a 30-minute drive, and so she will do a little core flexing, a little butt cheek flexing, and that makes her feel better about her fitness game, right, if she can't get it in. And that's something that she does 5 days a week on her way to work, and she associated it with a trigger. Okay? That's your number 1. The second thing that we want to help you with getting back on track is knowing that how am I going to write this? Ideal is not Okay, so we talked about your ideal vision for your holidays, and we talked about your behaviors. And if you went through week one, a lot of this stuff you've already written out, so you should have a pretty good awareness of it. So some people will get into this mindset, and I know I struggled with this for years, and it can make you not even do anything. And this is what can keep you from getting back on track, like huge, okay, is thinking that you have to do everything perfect. All right, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. I'm going to do cardio 5 days a week. I'm going to eat no carb, low carb every day of my life, whatever it is, right? So you think you have to have everything perfect on your ideal plan in order for you to even really get started, okay? So we want you to kind of squash that and realize that just by sticking with the basics, you know, eating real food, not missing workouts, getting some workouts in, getting in your sleep, focusing on some sort of stress management, simply brushing your teeth twice a day and focusing on appreciation. Those kinds of things are 80 to 90% of your progress. And once you reach that, then you can focus on the ideal, like making sure that you get that next 10 to 20% and really like hone down. But sometimes it takes a long time. It can take years for you to really feel very, very confident in the basics, but that doesn't mean that you won't consistently still make progress, okay? So don't feel like just because you aren't doing it perfect that you can't get started, because you can still have 80 to 90% of the results. Progress, not perfection, okay? I lived a huge part of my life focusing on the basics, and I was very healthy, I was very happy, and I was still rocking a body that I was happy naked in, okay? And you guys can do that too. And the third one is very similar to the second one, is simply sticking to your schedule, even if it's in a small way, okay? So I'm using the workout as an example because I feel like that's a very easy example. But like I said, if you guys went through week 1 and 2, you guys should have a pretty good idea because you've written all these things out. Your lifestyle behaviors, you have them all in a priority list. You have your journey measures. You have all the things that you need to be successful. But sticking to your schedule, even if it's in small ways. So say you put on your schedule, I want to work out 3 times a week, and you are just slammed and you're freaking out and you're like, I can't get my workouts in. I can't go to the gym. I can't do my hour of cardio or whatever your plan is. I can't do my lifting. You know what? You want to know what the most successful people are? They're the ones that stick to the schedule. So just because you can't make it to the gym and you can't do your hour of cardio, you can't do your lifting that day, but maybe you did a burst training at home. Something quick, something effective, something like you didn't even have to leave your house, so that even gave you more time. Something fast, but you stuck to the schedule. You stuck to what you originally planned on doing, so you built self-trust, you built confidence, and you are going to be more successful because you're sticking to that schedule. And you know what? You might even be able to make up that workout later on. But the point is we want you to get comfortable with keeping with that schedule, even if it's in small ways. Same thing goes with nutrition. I didn't bring my food. I didn't bring my food to work. I'm not going to be perfect, blah, blah, blah. Hold the boat. It's fine. We all know how to eat like natural foods, or we showed you the kind of meal plan. We know protein, meat sources. We know vegetables. And you have food sources at work typically, or you have places that and we're going to teach you in this lesson how to eat on the go. Okay? So we just want you to focus on scheduling in some of your ideal behaviors in your calendar, or triggering it with things that you do on a daily basis. That you don't have to be perfect. Focus on progress so that we can get you started, get you moving, building that momentum when you fall off track. And the third one is sticking to your schedule, even if it's in small ways. And I promise you, it will help just build this confidence within you that builds this momentum that you just feel like you can keep going and you're way less likely to fall off track and stop. Okay? All right, so we will get to the next few tips to keep you on track this holiday season whenever you feel like you have fallen off track and throughout the whole year. So let's rock that little black dress. See you in the next video.